Another episode of Steve Lafler's personal comic history. Comics with an X? Yeah, sure. So, yeah, when I did the Dog Boy run with Fantagraphics, after my 7-issue Cathead Comics run, I already had a bunch of issues in the can by the time we made the deal, so those suckers came out fast. Between Dog Boy 1 on Fanta came out in December of 1986, and I think the 6th issue came out, I think in May or early June of 1987. So I kind of conspired with Kim Thompson to just punch out a monthly comic book, which was kind of a dream come true in one way and just kind of shocking and crazy in another way. Anyway, so we covered up till number 3. I guess number 4 came out somewhere around March of, yeah, roughly 87. And it was a cool issue. I love the cover. It had Dog Boy and Dog Girl looking sharp as gangsters with an old Buick on the cover. That was kind of fun. And the story was, I reintroduced Alfred Newt, the stand-in, like, yuppie sellout character, sort of Dog Boy's foil, but oddly also his friend. Anyway, so they confront Ronald Reagan for his hypocrisy and bullshit. And but somehow they end up on the subway to hell. I guess I don't know. There was a spirit story, Will Eisner's spirit story, that caught my imagination when I was maybe 15. It had to do with a lot of scenes that Eisner drew on the subway. Really, his beautiful, lush drawing style. I think I wanted to draw a subway run by Satan, going down, getting hotter and hotter as you go. So I did. The funny thing about issue number 4 was Kim was too busy doing critters and all this other stuff, and he handed off the editorship of Dog Boy to one of their guys, the young fellows who was working at Fantagraphics. This guy was named Joe Sacco. Joe was my editor for a few issues, and he did a great job, except somehow on issue 4, the deck got shuffled, and Joe calls me up and he's like, "Steve, we kind of got a few of the pages out of order in Dog Boy number 4, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, we'll check it out." So the issue came, I read through it, it was jumpy, but it's still kind of coherent, and Kim made the joke, "Well, it's Dog Boy, it doesn't make sense anyway." So, I don't know, I was kind of okay with it, but, you know, when I reprinted the, with the old Comico guys, we did a Dog Boy collection a few years ago that was a print-on-demand book only. Jerry Giovinco and Bill Cucinato, those great publishers. They did CO2 comics. We got the pages of that story in the right order that time. Thanks, guys. Anyway, yeah, soldiering on. All right, I think it's important that I'm fair to Joe Sacco here about that issue of Dog Boy where some of the pages got a little bit shuffled. The fact is, almost every print publication or book that has ever been published contains some glitch or error, and you can just proofread the heck out of things and something's going to happen. I was once one of the graphic artists for the San Francisco Bay Guardian, and I typeset some type for the cover. It said Bed and Breakfast Inns of Northern California, but I had set it as Bed and Breakfast Inns on Northern California, which looked pretty dumb when the issue was printed. And, you know, the editors and art directors and owners, someone had to be fired. And how about a proofreader? How about an editor? No, they fired me. And then they said, "Can you work through the rest of the week, though?" And I'm like, no. Anyway, so Joe Sacco had also expressed to me at the time when I was cranking out these issues of Dog Boy Fantagraphics, he was super complimentary. He just said, "Dude, you're doing cutting edge work. You're pushing the envelope," and he expressed sentiments like that to me a couple times, and that encouragement meant a lot to me, even before Joe was the amazing, famous journalist, graphic novelist, genius cartoonist that he became. All right, just wanted to make that clear.